Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the plot tour at the end of January. It's a bit chilly and a bit windy, but that's to be expected given the time of year. And kicking off as always with the rhubarb bed, or the bucket bed as it's become, because I'm forcing the front crown here. Although the crown is so large, I've not been able to cover all of it. I'm hoping that's going to work. And the wallflowers are flowering. They're convinced that it's spring. And we do have some signs of tulips as well. Though that one's badly positioned because that's one that from previous years had got forgotten about. So it's well established, which is why it's up early. And the strawberry and leek bed. These below zero variety has been doing rather nicely for us. We cropped a couple yesterday. That's provided the picture for the thumbnail, or one of them. And here we've got a cover crop bed, and somebody's contributed a rather large apple. I can't imagine that's blowing in. The fruit bushes, blackcurrants and gooseberries are all pruned, as I've actually done the gooseberries now, and in doing so I've freed up the these two that tip layered. There's got one over here and one just down here, so those are two new plants. So all the carrots are up, and that bed will be for carrots again this year. And the blueberries, I still have to prune these, and I must sort of reshape them so that they're not leaning to the north because of the wind. And the potato buckets have had their various things growing in them. We've got some beans there. We've got some carrots which have provided some very small things. And around to the garlic. That's doing rather well. I'm actually a bit surprised it's not yellow. There are some yellow tips here, but usually there's so little nitrogen kicking around that well, it'll probably go yellow in the next month or so before things start warming up. So we're starting to get signs of bare soil, which we don't tend to have that much of on this plot, and because of the rain you're starting to see this sort of smearing effect on the top as the micro erosion starts happening, because we've got quite well aggregated soil, so when the rain comes it just knocks the topsoil particles down into all those spaces. So we better start protecting that. We'll get some compost on it soon. Salsify, we have now harvested, tried, and decided that we're not going to grow it again. Really just a poor substitute for parsnips. Sorry, salsify. I'm sure there's some salsify lovers out there that will probably have a go at me for that. So the onions overwintering for the first time. They seem to be okay. We've had 100% take on them, some more enthusiastic than others. So the last cabbage came out yesterday. That was 2.36 pounds, I think it was, just over a kilo. And we've had all the Brussels sprouts that we're going to have. And we got a cover crop in this bed here. So at some point in the spring I'm going to start taking some soil samples, get them underneath the microscope and start seeing what we've got. I'm going to try and take a sample from a bad bed, one that's been underperforming over the years, and a good bed, and have a record of it so that I can compare in future years. That's what our lone tulip at the back there. And the daffodils in here are really quite keen to get going. We've got some signs of flowers there. So I haven't yet got round to deciding what to do with the red love apple tree. As you can see, I've got the trifurcation that's happened here, and I'm tempted to reduce it down to one. If I leave all three, I'm concerned that that area might be a point where it'll split in the future when we have strong winds. So Waldo has got some signs of life there, but he's very keen on going to the right, and I'm wanting him to go to the left. So I will have to put up some kind of supporting structure there. So this whole area in the next month or two is going to be transformed. We've got sedums, salvias, lavenders, various things are going to go in here. The wallflowers on the back there have been uncovered from their net, and so far the foxes haven't decided to rip them to bits. Now look at this. This is the pluot is absolutely covered in buds. If these all turn out to be flowers, then it'll be amazing. In fact, I might have to edit out the weeping of joy in the next video. So garlic, that's doing okay, apart from the fact that foxes, possibly maybe rats or squirrels, have managed to get underneath there and to do a little bit of excavating, so we've lost a couple of those cloves. So the raspberries I finally pruned back. Strawberry clumps are looking good. Plums are just waiting there, getting ready to burst. We've harvested more parsnips along the line here. I think they'll be in the thumbnail for the video. And a few more below zero leeks. And cover crop. And more sort of bits and bobs, residues more than cover crops here. And this bed's got residues from the cabbages and the Brussels sprouts. We're going to be putting brassicas in here, and we're hoping that the presence of residues that were brassicas may start that process of soil biology that would be welcoming to other brassicas. We'll see if that theory works out. Still to prune the apples. There's plenty to come off this one. It's the Saturn variety. So we're coming round to the Lavender Avenue, which is going to be replaced. That might be gone by the end of the next month. We've got 12, I think it's 12 varieties, maybe even 18 of pinks that we're going to go in either side of the pathway there, because they won't be as big, because the lavender path becomes unpassable during the summer. And back to the rhubarb. The Taberry at the back there. I'm a little bit concerned that that is just not going to perform very well, because it's a summer fruiter, and this is a long way south of Tayside, so it's not been too good thus far. Anyway, I hope everybody's keeping well, and I will be speaking to you in the next video. Bye for now.